Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the space. I hope that everybody is doing well and that there are no, let's see. So I am playing back myself. So I'm hearing myself because I am trying to make sure I'm right in all the places. You all should be able to see me live now from, technology is a great thing. You should be able to see me live now from the Soul Healing Coach Facebook page. You should be able to see me live from YouTube. And you also should be able to see me live from Instagram. I'm so excited about this. And so, you know what? For those of you who are on my personal page, come on over to the Soul Healing Coach page if you're on Facebook so that you can see me live. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the beginning. Again, my name's Angel, and you've come to the Soul Healing Coach. And I'm looking forward to working with you all today. This is the only thing that I'll be doing live. I don't know what the rest of the week is going to look like, but I was doing some meditation and prayers this morning, and I got a download that I want to share with you all. And say hello when you come into the space. I am so looking forward to responding to comments today as well. And I can respond to comments, it looks like, on the Soul Healing Coach and not Yahoo, what do you call this thing? YouTube. I cannot, it looks like, post comments um, to Instagram, but I'm here. See if I can pull it up on my phone. But I am so excited about this. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome into the space, Eric. So look, I know I don't go live that often, but I really am looking forward to going live on my page. Um, and so what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to TikTok so you all can see me on TikTok as well. And TikTok, you're only going to get about 10 minutes because that's as far as I can go with TikTok because we've not hit 1,000 followers. So hopefully you all will come on over so we can get 1,000 followers. We're going to go live for 10 minutes. Is what we're going to do. And let's go. So welcome into the space. Let's do our singing bowl and let's go in. Are y'all ready? The title and theme for today, or what Spirit has given me as a download, is Open Portal and Closed Doors. And this is for 2024. I'm already getting downloads for 2024. Open Portal and Closed Doors. Deep breath in. Release. Deep breath in. Release. Last deep breath in. And release. I was trying a different method. I wanted to go backwards for a minute. But I am here with you all. I pray that all is doing well. I pray that everything that you need, your soul has desired, that God, Spirit, and Ifa will give to you. Welcome into the space. And so I started today while I was in my prayer, and this person's name came up. I don't know who you are, but the name Lydia came up. You know, I normally don't do names, so I don't know who that is for. Lydia came up, and I just hear that all will be well. Whatever's going on with you, all will be well. Or whatever's going on with her, all will be well. All is well. That's what I hear. So whoever that is for, Lydia, that's for you. So Today we're going to be speaking with spirit. We're going to be listening to ancestors. We're going to stand in the gap as more of a medium and see what comes through for you all. And then if you have a question, feel free to pop it in. Can't say I can give direct answers today, but we'll see how far it goes. And then I also have my cards here. We're getting ready to pull cards to see what spirit would have to say. Oh, I'm feeling a lot of nervous energy from somebody on here today. But welcome. So as an intermediary, something that I can do is connect with those who transcended and passed over, mostly ancestors. Sometimes there's a loved one, young or old, who is not an ancestor who may want to come through, and sometimes I will allow that. Please continue to like, follow, and share. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at the Soul Healing Coach. And so there's our first card. Y'all know I got to go after. These cards have been flying all day today. Here we go. Ooh, a time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. Whatever it is you're going through, make sure that you understand it is a time to give rather than take. It is time for you to give in the relationship. You may have been able to be a little selfish in the beginning in the relationship. You may have been the one who didn't fully have to give everything in the relationship. You may have been the one that's been cared for in the relationship for the beginning part or for the first couple of years. But this season for 2024 is going to require you to go all the way in, to lean all the way in, and it's time to give. It's time for you to show up. It's time for you to give. It's time for you to share. It's time for you to give up out of yourself. I feel like you've been on the surface with this relationship and you're not fully sure of where you want it to go, but you have got to fully go all the way in this season, in the work of the relationship, in work of parent-child relationship. You as a parent, it's time to give rather than receive. Sometimes as parents, we look for our children to give back to us what we've given to them. And that's not necessarily what we're talking about here. What I'm talking about is you be the one to encourage, you be the one to check on them, you be the one to see how things are going. And the same thing for those of you who are children checking on the parents. And this season, it's about you giving and about them receiving. And this is more relationship-wise. Let's see what else we get. All right, so my spirit guide is here. I like when she shows up. I need to write down that I acknowledge her. Okay, so Pam or Pamela, you're going to come through this. Just hold tight. All will be well. I do not answer questions when it comes to legal or birth or things like that. We do not do that here. Tom or Thomas. Someone's looking for a Tom or Thomas and you're trying to figure out if they are still on this side or if they have transitioned. A lot of times we lose we lose communication with people through life, and somebody's asking that question. Tom or Thomas is yet still alive, so you still have time to connect with this person. You still have time to create the relationship with this person. Let's see. Welcome into the space. There's our next one. I can't make this up, y'all. We have two new ones. All right, so emotions may be running high for you right now. It is going to be okay. Emotions may be running high, but guess what? This is also around the supermoon. We are in Mercury retrograde right now, and so emotions are running high, but know this. It will be over soon enough. You can tame or taper your emotions. You can also process through those emotions, find out what you're trying to say, work on them internally before you go. I say live and in front of people, like rise and shine. You can process these emotions and find out what the root cause of these are. Some of you have been lashing out at the wrong people and your emotions are high, but you've got to know where that anger or where that part of the mishap or where the confusion is or where it's coming from, and be able to direct it where it needs to go. Okay. You can't continue to unleash your feelings on people who did not cause them. That's what's coming up in 2024. You've got to take that thing and be able to say, hey, Heather, be able to say, you know what? This was my issue. This was mine. Or I need to deal with this over here. What you can no longer do in 2024 is be able to dump your stuff on the wrong people. Remember, portals are open in 2024, but the doors are closing. A lot of you, okay, we're just going to go all the way in. A lot of you are trying to knock on doors that are no longer open to you. A lot of you are trying to get through to people that was no longer supposed to be in your life at this time. Some of us we're still grieving people who are living, in the sense of you're grieving the fact that you're no longer in a relationship. And this is the season where you're just going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let that thing die, let it go, find healing within yourself, and fully commit to doing your work for yourself. Okay, that means working on yourself, figuring out what you may have caused or what you experienced in the relationship. Go get the help you need. Go talk to your therapist, your pastor, your clergy, or come talk to Oracle. Do whatever it is you need to do and do some healing work. There's also trauma healing you can do around that. There's also sound healing you can do with that. If you need help with that, please look forward to coming to work with me. I keep seeing byways, highways and byways. You remember that old TV commercials, highways and byways, the choice is yours. I keep seeing that. There's somebody who's been playing around with having lots of fun and doing a lot of things, and then trying to get behind the wheel or trying to do something else. And Love Spirit deals with me with commercials and music. So you need to make a decision. Okay. Do not do it again. Do not pick up your keys to go somewhere when you know that you have already consumed alcohol, and or if you know that you're under the influence, do not do it. I hear the choice is yours. This is your last chance. This is your last try. You will not get another chance. But I hear and see highways and byways in the sense of like a cornfield, and there's intersections there. And that's some of my safe spaces in spirit. And in Orisha or in in the Orisha or in Yoruba, they would talk about Elegua and the open roads, and that Elegua has the ability to open the roads or tell you which way to take, but Elegua can also be a trickster. I feel like whatever you're about to do, you need to make sure that though the road is open, that it is not another trick. In other words, it is not a setup. It is not you walking into situations that have not fully been fleshed out. If you're called into this place, make sure you have all the answers before you go in. Remember, open portal for 2024. The portals are going to be open. Pretty much whatever you can pull down is a thing that you can create. Sorry, my TikTok was linking out or had its summation of the time. So what I'm saying about this, whatever it is that you have been given an open portal to, download, fully open. Make sure that it is exactly what it is that you prayed for, asked for. If one or two things are off, don't do it. I'm telling you, what is going to happen is a lot of things are beginning to copycat and mimic. There's going to be some type of, the open portal is going to kind of confuse things between the spiritual and the natural, in the sense that things that are supposed to be real or right for this moment, there was going to be like a mimic, like a mirrored reflection is what I'm seeing. So it's almost like one of those crazy mirrors that you see when you go to the festivals and stuff. And it's in the sense of, is that real? Is that really what I see? Is this my door? Is that my door? This season, you're going to have to really keep your ears close to spirit to make sure that it is exactly what it's supposed to be, that you are hearing exactly what you need to hear. This is the best time of the year to start asking Spirit, what am I supposed to do? Or where am I supposed to go? Or where is the open door I'm supposed to walk through? Somebody has 3 open doors right now in front of you. You have choices that you need to make. Take the third one. Whatever the door may be, the third one is the right one. The other 2, one is imitation and there's a trick behind the door. The other one is just because they need somebody like you, but don't really want you. But the third door is they want you, they need you, they desire you, and that is where you're supposed to be. Oh, and they're going to circle back around. So if they didn't fully show up and wanted you the first time, this is to circle back around because there were some things that need to be clarified. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And remember this, that in this season, right now during retrograde, some of you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, you're all over the place. You're not sure what to do, dropping stuff. That's how it was the other day. But something that's happening in this retrograde is you're really getting some clarity on things. I know it's like the complete opposite. You're going to get some clarity on things. You're going to rest. You're not going to be running around. You're just going to be doing the bare minimum. Don't push it. Energy is going to get exhausted really easy, but also you're going to feel that energy just boom, 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 just kick up, and you're going to have so much energy, but don't run yourself out. Don't run yourself out. Remember, in this season, and even in this retrograde, we are going to get some clarity and some answers, y'all. Clarity and answers that you can't even make up. Okay, so Eric, you said that's so true. I mean, like this, like questions I've had, something I've been waiting to hear back, somebody circle back around, something I was looking at in October thinking about doing, and the person circle back around and say, I've been trying to reach you. And I'm like, I don't know, missed calls from you. They're circling back around, and opportunities that you thought were gone are there. Some opportunities that you're trying to get into, the door is closed. Stop trying to open the door. The answers you need are coming. Okay. And communication is the key. All right. So I'm going to move on to this deck. All right. So I see Eric's here. Heather's here. I see there's about 2 or 3 other people. Please feel free to ask questions. Yes or no questions would be preferable. No identifying information about anybody else. And if I get a name or something specific for you, I am keeping a list of all those that were live. Oh, and Heather, I know we were talking about somebody the other day. I'm not calling the name out loud. And this is personal. This is for you. He's circling back around, trying to find answers for their own life, and they're having their own spiritual encounter that's separate from the religion that person is in. They're having their own spiritual encounter about some things in their life because some of the things they want to do is not lining up with that pattern of way of being. They're circling back around, and so they are reaching out, or they're wanting to reach out, but not sure how to do it. And it will be received well this time. I know I picked a weird time to come on, but Spirit is very clear. 4:00, get on today. All right. So these are soul cards. This is soul card deck 1. I always have to look around and see. Let me grab my sweater. Hold on. All right. It's a glass table. I'll make sure y'all not looking at the goodies. Look at the goodies. All right. So what's clear here in front of me is you're still dealing with the pain of it. Whatever it is, you're not over it. You're still dealing with the pain of it. Oh, that's heavy. You're still dealing with the pain of it. Whatever the pain is, you're still dealing with it. You're kind of wallowing in it. You have to surrender and let it go. Let the pain go. Reach for the light. Reach for the things of life. Release and let it go. I've been noticing things out of the corner of my eye so often this past couple of days, and it feels comfortable. Is this my spirit guide? So yeah, I see out of your right, there is a spirit guide, someone by the name of Lewis. Eric is there for you. Your spirit guide is there. And my spirit guide Anna is acknowledging that that is your spirit guide. Lewis is there. It's been trying to get your attention, wants you to know he's there. Some of the things that are happening in this retrograde is spirit is fully open. Some things that you may not have been able to discern or see, but you feel it. This season, you're going to be able to ask the direct questions or know that those figures, those spirit guides, those angels, those ancestors are there. Even in some of your dreaming, they're going to start coming up for you. I have one ancestor who I'm getting ready to light a candle for when I finish this, because she's been coming up in my dreams, literally having conversations with me. And it's this time of day that I can normally remember the dream. So don't be alarmed when your ancestors and your folks who have already transitioned on start communicating with you during the dreams. There's an open portal from now until January 21st, 24th, that you're going to be able to see and hear more clearly. You're going to start to be practical with things. You're going to have the spiritual sense, but you're going to start balancing that with practicality. Sometimes I feel like sometimes we can get over into spiritual and lose the balance of the current of the physical, and that's going to be changing. All right. And so whatever it is you're going through, listen, this is an internal process. You're trying to blame it on others, but it really is dealing with you. It's about how you feel about yourself. It's about the duality of yourself. It's about how you're showing up to others and then how you're showing up to yourself. It's about your deep, darkest thoughts when you're alone. And we're talking about that light and that dark, not bad, not right and wrong, but in the sense of the person you show and then the person you hide. And what's happening in 2024 is those two are going to... You're either going to choose. You're going to be one or the other. You can't be this and then be that. You can be truthfully, authentically the fullness of yourself. But that whole I'm going over here and I'm going to act this way. I'm going over here and I'm going to pretend this way and I'm going here and I'm going to be this way. That's over. You're going to be who you are, or you're going to keep having that explosion because people are not going to know who you are when you show up. This is what I call the entertainer of the darkness. Now, I know sometimes we have to be able to be in the dark in order to see light, but we have light and light shines brighter in the darkness. But what I do know is you don't take your light and play in the darkness. You don't take your light and entertain those things that are dark. And so this is something for you to know that whatever it is you're entertaining, it's not the place to be. It's not the person to be with. It's not the relationship to hold on to. There's a lot of manipulation and beguiling right now in some relationships, in the sense of people being manipulated and used and abused. Be careful who you encounter on even social media and a lot of platforms. Make sure you check out everything before you start helping people out this time of year. A lot of people are getting got for money and all kinds of things. I'm just trying to tell you. Be very careful this year coming that you keep your circle close and check in and have those elders and wisdom bearers around you that you trust their information, you trust their wisdom, you trust what they're saying. And what I'm hearing, some of us are out on this island of life all alone, or we think we are, and you're not. There's always people around you to help and guide you. And if you can't find your folks, find your spirit guides, find your angels to help you through this part of your life. All right. Let's see what's next. Let's see. I'll post this video and then go on Instagram and see what folks are saying there because I can't see it on here. If you all on Instagram, please know that you can come on over to either Facebook or YouTube and ask some questions, and I'll do my best to monitor it from here. Let's see. This is the Healing Mantra deck, and I love, love, love. Ooh, these are some good ones. The first one facing me is my intuition flows wherever I am still. Oh my gosh. This is something I've been hearing from Spirit. Is just be Be still and know. Just be where you are. Yesterday was a prime example. Just relax, just be, just sit down, just rest. My intuition flows whenever I am still. And the other side says hearing inner guidance. Hearing inner guidance. How can you hear inner guidance if you're always on the go, 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 move, 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 do, do, do? You've got to sit down, relax, and just get ready. But you need to be still in order to receive. The next one is dissolving judgment. And it is, I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. You don't have to like the actions of others in order to love your journey. Your journey is your journey. It does not have to do with other people's journey. People can make decisions and make choices that interfere or try to interfere with your journey. That does not mean, however, that you have to like their actions or who they are in order to be who you are. So it's dissolving judgment. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Dissolve the need to judge others and what they're doing and where they at in their life. Listen, you can't make grown folks do what they need to do. That's all I can say. If you can see the way and you're like, just go this way, you're going too long of a way. Remember, Spirit will always lead them back to where they need to be. They're just wasting time. It's not that they won't get to where they need to go to. It may just be taking them longer, and they don't have to deal with that, with how much time they waste in this lifetime with trying to get to where they're supposed to be. All right, speaks to me, befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. Woo. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. Befriending pain. Some of y'all aren't going to get it. Let me say it again. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. When you become at ease in being in discomfort. Because there are some situations, I think about like the lion's den situation, or being in a land of giants, or being in a place that you can't necessarily rescue yourself out of. Sometimes we have to learn what it is to prosper in the midst of discomfort. We have to learn what it is to be able to prosper in the midst of discomfort. So even as things are discomforting, and even as things are not the way that you would have them to be, or the way you would like for them to be, though things have not gotten to a place where you feel easy or that you can rest, right? Or it's not comfortable, does not mean that this is not where you're supposed to be. When you acknowledge that you are in pain, it's like an acceptance, right? It's like when your body finally stops sending all the adrenaline and you realize, I'm like, no, my body is in pain. That is when you can acknowledge that some of the things that you may have believed before, that, oh, I'm not in pain, I'm okay. Once you acknowledge you're in pain, there's a lot of things that come behind that. You can begin to see really where you truly are. You can begin to open up and acknowledge this is not where I want to be. Or you can remember that, you know what, my ideas about this may be off. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to learn here. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to get from this place. And this card says befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. I would love to hear some discussion around this one. All right, my dearest. So that name Tom just continuously is coming up. The name Nicole is coming up. Ben, Donald, Ron. So the names that have come up: Tom, Nicole, Ben, Donald, Iran. If any of these people are yours, reach out to me and let's connect with them. So, beloved, I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. My name is Angel, and I'm the Soul Healing Coach, and you have been in the Soul Healing Circle virtually. And continue to join me as I will continue to go live throughout the month, and particularly starting on Sunday evenings to do the live podcast and to do readings. Y'all take care and be well.